Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And listen closely because what I'm about to say might shake you a little. Tell me something. Have you ever looked at a woman and felt that strange tension in your chest? That sense that she's watching you, but the moment you look back, she pretends she wasn't. That tiny shift, that flicker of energy. It's not random. It's not accidental. And it's definitely not meaningless. Men miss this moment all the time. And yet, it's one of the clearest signs that a woman is deeply attracted to you. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Trust me, you're going to want more of these insights because once you understand what you're about to hear, you'll never see interactions the same way again. Let me pull you into something you may have felt but never understood. When a woman is deeply attracted to you, and I mean deeply, she doesn't always show it in the ways you expect. She won't always flirt openly. She won't necessarily smile at you or approach you first. In fact, the stronger her attraction, the more subtle, conflicted, or even irrational her behavior becomes. Attraction makes her nervous. It makes her self-aware. It makes her hyper-attentive to every tiny detail about you while desperately hoping you don't notice how much power you suddenly have over her emotions. And this is why men overlook it. You're expecting obvious signals. You're waiting for clear interest, direct words, bold actions. But genuine attraction in women often shows up as something far more delicate. It appears in those tiny involuntary behaviors, the ones she doesn't plan, the ones she doesn't rehearse, the ones she tries to hide because they reveal too much. It's her ego fighting with her desire. It's her fear of rejection battling against biology. It's her heart stepping forward while her mind pulls her back. And that brings us to the single behavior every truly attracted woman displays around the man she wants, without exception, without awareness, and without being able to stop herself. It's the moment where you feel something shift in the air around her, almost like her energy leaks through the cracks no matter how hard she tries to keep it together. You've seen it before. You just didn't recognize what it meant. If a woman does this one thing in front of you, it's not confusion. It's not coincidence. It's attraction. Deep, instinctive, undeniable attraction. And once you learn to see it, everything changes. There's a moment so quick, so easy to overlook that reveals everything about a woman's attraction to you. It happens before she speaks, before she makes a move, before she even decides what image she wants to present. And the reason it's so powerful is because she can't control it. She can't hide it. She can't act her way out of it. When a woman is deeply attracted to you, her entire nervous system reacts the second you enter her space. Her body sends signals before her mind has time to construct a strategy. And the clearest, most universal one is the way she changes her behavior the moment she becomes aware of your presence. You've seen this in real time, but maybe you didn't understand what it meant. A woman stands one way, relaxed, casual, normal, and then she senses you nearby. Not even sees you, just senses you. Immediately, her posture adjusts, her breathing shifts. She becomes more self-aware, more deliberate, more focused on how she's being perceived. She may fix her hair without realizing it. She may straighten her back, adjust her clothing, or subtly reposition her body. These micro movements aren't vanity, they're instinct. When she's attracted to you, her body prepares itself to be seen by you, and it gets even more revealing. She becomes hyper-conscious of how close she is to you. She'll try to act natural, but you'll notice her glance towards you more than once, even if she tries to mask it. A woman who feels nothing doesn't care about your presence, but a woman who is drawn to you becomes almost activated by it. Her emotional state rises. Her awareness sharpens. Her behavior shifts. Sometimes she becomes more talkative, almost energetic. Sometimes she becomes quieter, shy, or visibly nervous. But either way, something changes. The woman you observed a moment ago is suddenly different when you're in her proximity. That shift is the attraction. And here's the secret. This reaction is never about what you said or did. It's not about impressing her, charming her, or proving anything. You're not causing it consciously. Her attraction is already there, and your presence simply triggers the symptoms of what she's been trying to suppress. It's raw, unfiltered psychology. When you learn to notice these shifts, these almost invisible tells, You stop chasing vague signs and start understanding real female behavior, you'll never again confuse politeness with attraction or friendliness with desire. Because the truth is simple. A woman who feels nothing doesn't change in your presence, but a woman who wants you can't help it. There's something unbelievably fascinating about the way a woman tries to maintain control when she's deeply attracted to you, and how she fails without even realizing it. Attraction makes her guard rise, but her instincts leak through anyway. And the most revealing part, it shows up in her attempts to manage her emotions around you. A woman who feels that intense pull toward a man becomes torn between wanting to be seen and wanting to protect herself from being exposed. This inner conflict creates behaviors she never planned, never rehearsed, and never wanted you to notice. Watch what happens when she's talking to other people and you suddenly walk into the room. A woman who isn't attracted will keep her vibe exactly the same. But a woman who is attracted, her entire energy shifts like a ripple through her body. She becomes just a little more alert, a little more conscious of her tone, a little more aware of how she looks and how she's coming across. You might see her straighten up, soften her expression, or suddenly become more animated in her conversation. Not because of the person she's speaking to, but because she knows you can see her now. Sometimes she'll try to appear composed, mature, totally unbothered. Yet, you'll notice a tiny hesitation when you make eye contact, a split-second freeze, a breath caught in her throat. The kind of reaction a woman can't fake no matter how much she tries. It's the subconscious saying, "He's here." Attraction makes her want your attention, but fear of vulnerability makes her pretend she doesn't care. This tension is exactly what exposes her, and it gets deeper. Women invest energy into how they're seen by the man they want. She may casually adjust her outfit, touch her hair more than usual, or smooth her expression the moment she notices you're watching. These aren't vanity gestures, they're emotional reactions. Her body is preparing itself to be evaluated by you, even if she's not consciously thinking about it. Another powerful tell is her inability to stay fully neutral. If she tries to act uninterested, she'll overcorrect. If she tries to act confident, she'll become slightly exaggerated. Her behavior becomes just a bit too controlled, like she's running everything through a filter. When a woman is deeply drawn to you, her natural flow is disrupted. She becomes careful, too careful, but that carefulness is exactly what gives her away. The truth is simple. Indifference is smooth, attraction is shaky. And the moment she starts managing how she appears around you, she's already revealed more than she intended. Have you ever noticed how a woman who's truly drawn to you can completely shift her energy around you almost without realizing it? It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but it's a language she speaks fluently. A silent confession of desire that only the keenest observer can read. She's not telling you with words. She's showing you with gestures, with actions, with her presence itself. Pay attention, because missing these signs is the difference between her chasing someone else and choosing to invest in you. The first thing you'll notice is the way she mirrors you. This isn't accidental. If you scratch your chin, she scratches hers. If you lean forward, she leans forward. It's subconscious, a psychological phenomenon rooted in attraction that signals she wants to align herself with you. She wants to be in sync. This is not friendliness. This is fascination. Deep, magnetic fascination. The way she mirrors your small actions shows her brain is wired to connect with yours in that moment, and it's impossible to fake for long. Next, notice how she finds reasons to be physically near you, even in a crowded room. A woman who's interested doesn't just sit near you because there's a chair available. She positions herself strategically, subtly, inching closer until her proximity becomes undeniable. It's in the brush of her arm as she reaches for a drink, the way her knee might touch yours, just slightly, or how she angles her body to face you directly. She's creating micro moments of contact that are designed to trigger chemistry, to make her presence felt on a deeper level than words ever could. Then watch her eyes. Eyes don't lie. A woman deeply attracted to you will give away more in a glance than in 1,000 sentences. You'll catch her looking at you just a fraction longer than normal, her pupils subtly dilating when she focuses on you. her gaze flicking down and back up again as if she's rehearsing her courage. And when she smiles at you, truly smiles, it's not just polite. There's an underlying warmth, a spark that radiates desire, a silent invitation that dares you to notice. And finally, the way she engages you in conversation. She listens like she's hanging on to every word, asking questions, not out of curiosity alone, but to keep the connection alive, to weave herself into your mental and emotional space. She remembers details you thought were insignificant, and she brings them up later, showing that you occupy her mind more than you realize. This is attraction in action carefully, subconsciously, unmistakably. Every single one of these actions is a breadcrumb trail. A woman who is deeply drawn to you isn't subtle by accident. Her brain is sending out signals you cannot ignore if you know what to look for. And the moment you recognize them, the power dynamic subtly shifts. Now let's talk about the invisible threads she's weaving around you, the ones most men completely miss. When a woman is deeply attracted, she's not just acting. She's orchestrating subtle emotional triggers that make you crave her presence without even realizing it. She does this instinctively, and it's why so many men feel drawn to a woman and can't explain why. It's all in the way she makes you feel seen, desired, understood. Pay attention to how she uses her voice. There's a rhythm, a tone that lowers or softens when she's talking to you, almost like she's creating a private space in the middle of a crowded room. It's hypnotic if you notice it, a siren call wrapped in warmth and charm. She might laugh at things that aren't particularly funny, but that laughter is calibrated to reward your presence, to make you feel like the center of her universe for that fleeting moment. And believe me, your brain takes the bait every single time. Then there's the energy she radiates. A woman attracted to you will unconsciously mirror your emotional state. Feeling stressed or serious? She'll adopt a lighter touch, soothing without trying because her brain wants you to feel better. She wants you to associate her presence with relief and comfort. Feeling excited or playful, she'll match it, amplifying your joy in a way that feels effortless. This is her subtle manipulation, but not malicious. Designed by evolution to signal, I'm compatible with you. I fit into your world. Notice also how she makes time for you, even when it's inconvenient. It's not about being available, it's about priority. She finds reasons to text, to call, to be present in small ways that suggest she's thinking of you when you're not around. Those seemingly trivial actions are actually a roadmap to her attraction, each one a sign that she values you enough to bend her routine, her comfort, her focus around you. The most telling sign, her body language when you look away. If she's deeply drawn, she won't just sit still. She might subtly touch her hair, adjust her clothing, or glance back at you repeatedly as if she's reminding herself and you that she's here, that she wants your attention. She's broadcasting desire in micro moments that pass almost unnoticed by the untrained eye. But for someone paying attention, it's an undeniable signal. Once you recognize these patterns, you understand that attraction isn't about luck or chance. It's about chemistry, psychology, and perception. And when you grasp that, everything changes. By now, you should start seeing the full picture, the invisible magnetic web she's been spinning around you, almost imperceptible to most men. This isn't random behavior. It's a deep, instinctive pull. Every glance, every laugh, every subtle shift in posture is her brain telling yours, notice me, want me, remember me. And the moment you recognize it, you hold the key most men never even realize exists. A woman who is genuinely attracted doesn't just flirt. She orchestrates moments that make you feel alive, important, and even a little vulnerable. She knows your weak spots, and she's not afraid to touch them carefully, subtly, with precision. The brush of her hand, the prolonged eye contact, the way she tilts her head when you speak, all of these are signals designed to make you aware of your own desire for her before you even consciously process it. But here's the part almost no one talks about. Her attraction will manifest in tension, a subtle push and pull. She might act aloof one second, warm the next. And it's not confusing, it's intentional. It's her way of testing the boundaries, seeing if you're paying attention, seeing if you can match her energy. Men who miss this often dismiss it as mixed signals, but the truth is, these micro fluctuations are her brain's way of amplifying your interest, creating a magnetic push that draws you closer without her ever saying a word. And it doesn't stop there. A woman who's deeply drawn to you will find ways to integrate herself into your mental space. She'll remember what excites you, what frustrates you, what makes you laugh. She'll make you feel seen in a way few people ever do. And that connection sticks. Every man wants to be understood and desired simultaneously, and she's instinctively offering both, almost like a silent contract. I see you. I want you. If you've been paying attention, you'll notice that these signs are consistent, unmistakable, and rarely accidental. When a woman is genuinely attracted, it's a symphony of micro actions, energy, and subtle communication. A script written without words, but loud enough for those willing to observe. Understanding these signals changes everything. It gives you clarity, awareness, and the upper hand in recognizing who is truly interested and who isn't. The truth is simple. Women rarely hide what they feel. They just express it in ways that require attention, perception, and a deep understanding of psychology. If you learn to read these signs, you don't just notice attraction, you command awareness of it. And that awareness gives you the power to respond with confidence, to engage on a level most men will never even